Hi, I'm Ms. Huffman.
And I'm Miss B. Welcome to our Caregiver Corner.
In our Two Teachers Interactive Read Aloud playlist, we just read Quackers by Liz Wong, where we place a lot of attention on individual words, both meaning and decoding.
Right. And to kick off this topic of words in a sentence, let's start by establishing the idea of a one-to-one correspondence. So, one-to-one correspondence is when children understand that printed text and spoken word have a connection. For example, being able to point out the number of words that are printed on the page. If there are 3 words on a page, then we only say 3 words. And it's the exact same 3 words on that page every single time.
Yes, and we see this a lot in beginner predictive texts. You may know some predictive texts, also called level readers. These are books that have the same sentence stem on most to all pages, and the last word is different.
Like, I can swim, I can run, I can jump.
Correct. And the education field has relied on these early readers for the earliest readers for quite some time. However, the science shows that leveled readers such as predictive texts can form stunting habits. Students may begin always guessing the unknown word based on pictures, and research has found that this guessing habit is difficult to break as the picture books turn into chapter books. This could cause frustration in our readers.
Yes. So if you are using predictive texts for our beginner readers, be sure to reinforce the print-to-voice connection. What that means is your child says what he or she sees. And the best way to subtly practice this concept is to sweep your index finger under each word in a left to right progression as you read to your child. Your child will start to model this reading behavior and begin to make that see and say connection. This can also reinforce high-frequency words, also known as sight words or heart words, and strengthen that exposure and quick recall.
Right. And when they truly begin decoding these words, which means saying the sounds that are connected to the letters within a word, they may still be confused by the pronunciation until they have learned more concepts of decoding. In other words, a child might read, "He was a big dog," and think, "Waz? What's a waz?"
And that's good. We want children to constantly evaluate their reading, asking, does this make sense? And when it doesn't, like labeling a cat a duck, we want them to stop, slow down, and look more closely at the parts of the word. This is all part of what we call metacognition, thinking about your thinking.
And I know what our caregivers must be thinking. Metacognition? I thought this was a conversation about basic reading skills. And yes, our brains do way more than we give them credit for. But for a young reader, they need to be explicitly taught that while we read, we need to have an awareness and understanding of our own thoughts.
Reading is a science. So here are some ways you can help your child. 1. Provide a fun prop to track each word, a finger topper, or even a witch's finger. Model pointing to words while reading out loud. Practice having your child count the number of words they hear in a sentence. You can clap for each word or count on your finger as you say each one. And lastly, model writing down what your child says, then reading it back to them.
Wow, that is a great way to show the power of words and to help them take ownership of their learning.
Right. And remember that building your child's background knowledge and vocabulary through reading is crucial for their reading comprehension. So encourage questions or ask, do you know what that word means?
Well, hopefully you feel more confident about modeling the importance of words in a sentence with your reader. And feel free to watch our interactive read aloud, Quackers by Liz Wong, to see how we did it.
Happy reading! Bye!